Hey all, Going Running here, coming to you from my local hotspot. Sorry about the annoying music that's probably going to get the video banned in some areas again. But I just wanted to come to you guys today and do a little bit of a general video about growing middle-aged, kind of growing older. Like the title of the video says, I got a little bit of bad news from my chiropractor the other day. He mentioned that I have a condition called plantar fasciitis, which has reached the mal stage. So plantar mal fasciitis, mal just sort of means bad in many Latin languages. And kind of when things have reached the mal stage, it's harder to fix, and it's not really an easily fixable condition in the first place. So there is all that as well. Now, I have noticed pain in my plantar fascia on my right foot for a number of years. I will admit that, decade maybe. In fact, even back when I first kind of started working retail, might be when I first really started noticing some pain there. And according to my chiro, I should have done something about it then. However, I did not. So basically, my plantar fasciitis has just gone untreated for too long, and it's going to be a condition that I have to deal with the rest of my life. Now, I guess that's my fault in some ways. I should be less of a dumbass and take better care of myself. But I, like a lot of Americans, seem to be really, really worried about my employment and have put my company's welfare above my own health for a long time, actually. So I guess that's going to be the first part of the video, is that I've kind of discovered through this that there are a lot of ways out there for you not to get fired. Okay, if you've called every department, like at your job and through your company, that can help you get all this stuff arranged, then that shows a lot of effort on your part. So just there are ways not to get fired if you need to take time off, right? And I think that's one of the first things you kind of need to get past, is that your company's going to be fine without you for a little while. Okay, I just put things on shelves. All right, they can find a place for, they can find somebody to do that for a little while. If I need to go on leave. The second part of this is going to simply be don't put your care off. I know you hear people say this kind of thing all the time, but let me just recount some things. My left knee is killing me because I stretched my ligaments in it in college, trying to impress a girl I ended up marrying. So I got the girl, but was it worth the health of my knee, especially since I didn't keep her? My right knee has almost no cartilage in it, and it is also damaged from stunting a bit when I was a kid and jumping off things, coming down on it too hard, and genuinely it's just been taking up for everything else. There's a bone spur on my ankle that I got from whacking it on a playground swing set when I was a kid. I have hyperuricemia and therefore have to deal with flare-ups of gout if I don't maintain my diet properly. My feet are extremely pronated and therefore are now flat I've gone from a size 11 all the way to a size 12 wide in the past, say, 10 years. I have noticeably grown arthritic, even I'd say for 45. There's a lot going on with me. My neck, oh man, my neck. It's trapped a nerve in my lower back. My sinus issues. Just as I've gotten older, a heaping of extra stuff got added, and the things that I did to myself in my youth really started to make themselves more apparent. And in some ways, I'm almost disabled. My plantar fasciitis is so bad that some mornings I get up and I try and put weight on my foot, and I can't. You know, it almost feels broken. My plantar fascia just pops and cracks and stuff like it's a bone instead of a ligament. There's a lot to be said for looking out for yourself, and when you young people are about to do something stupid, and it's like a hold my drink moment, and all the older people around you that have a limp and stuff are saying, hey, maybe you ought to think twice about doing that. Listen to them, okay? I have a few kind of bad tattoos that have pretty bad nerve damage from using like liners the whole time and stuff. One or two of them get really pissed off if my pants rub against them the wrong way. Like all the line work gets raised and kind of upset. Uh, you know, there's a lot to be said for growing old. I feel like I really noticeably started noticing a decline in my kind of health and general like vitality at 35. 43 was a very big year for me. I lost a great deal of strength in my hands. My balance isn't quite like it was. How do I say this in a YouTube friendly way? I used to have a bit of fun with some things in my youth here and there, so you never know. Has that caught up with you? There's just a lot to be said for it. And I think that if you're the type of person who's in their 30s and they're already like experiencing some joint problems and stuff like that, you might need to kind of have that looked into. You could have just rolled a really bad percentile genetically as well. I'm very heavily Scandinavian, 44%, which would mean both my mother and my father are, at least to some degree. They've discovered that genetically your parents do give you half of your genes, but not necessarily half of their nationalities and stuff like that. It's not an even split, so they've discovered. But that would imply that both my parents are Scandinavian to some extent, probably at least half themselves. So I have some things working against me there, but on the other side of the coin, I think if I can get my chiropractic treatment done for my leg and back and neck and kind of various issues, and get into kind of workout regimen to where I can maybe just get myself into a semblance of condition, I might be in a situation where I might be able to like ride a bike pretty well again. I tell you right now, running's pretty out for me, and walking great long distances are kind of out for me. That might be the other thing that did it. I was in varying states of homelessness from about 2009 to about 2013, and I mean, when you're walking across Harlingen, Texas, twice a day, that can take tolls on your feet and joints and stuff like that. For those of you that know Harlingen, I was literally walking all the way from the stars up there near the highway and the Texas Tourist Bureau there, staying in Sukasa, that cheap rundown hotel that's not open anymore, staying there at the time, and then I would walk all the way to Advanced Call Center Technologies, which is over there on Egg Carry. It's about a 5 mile walk, 4.8 mile walk one way. So I was walking about 10 miles a day to just in my round trip from work, and come to think of it, was noticing some various foot conditions then. As I said, my feet have other things going on other than this plantar fasciitis issue. So really just take care of yourselves, and if you notice that you're experiencing something degenerative feeling in your joints or something like that, get that looked into. They've done some amazing things with medicine in those fields and stuff like that. So get that looked into, and really, guys, there's a lot to be said for seeing a chiropractor. If you can see a chiropractor twice a week, I know that can be expensive, but I think at least a minimum of a couple of times a month. If you could see a chiropractor every couple of weeks, that you'd be surprised what that could do for you. If you could bump it up to twice a week, at least here and there, you'd be really surprised. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this there. Hope that was useful. Gorman running out.